Today I'm going to share with you one of the coolest stories I've ever heard, and it's often referred to as Acres of Diamonds. This is a true story. Happened in the 1830s, 1840s in Prussia, which is now Iran, Iraq. This guy's name was Al Haft. Al had a farm, had livestock, raising his family there. Life was good. One of the old guys from the neighborhood came by one day and was talking to Al about all the diamonds they were finding in various places of the continent and said, "You know what, Al? That's what you need, is you need to find yourself some diamonds. Your life would be tremendously improved. You'd have more stuff. You could have more livestock. You could buy a bigger farm." Well, that fired Al up. He was going to be a diamond miner. So he sold his farm, packed his wife and kids up, left them in the care of another family, and set out across the continent looking for diamonds. Didn't take long, the money all ran out. Al was in tatters. And finally, in desperation, he threw himself in the sea and perished. And that was the end of Al. Al was gone. Al had lost. And he'd lost it all. Meanwhile, back at the farm that Al had sold, the new farmer was walking through the brook one day and saw something there laying in the creek in the body of water. Took it inside. He thought, well, that's a cool looking rock. Set it on the mantle. The old guy that had given Al the idea to go looking for diamonds in the first place showed up at the house one day and walked in and immediately saw this rock on the mantle and went racing to it and said, "You know what you've got here? You got the biggest diamond I've ever seen." And the new guy went, "Well, the creek's full of them." They were sitting on Golconda Mines, largest mine of its kind at that point in history. And Al had left it, sold it for pennies on the dollar, basically, of what its true value was, to go looking for something that was in his backyard. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was Al and could Monday morning quarterback here, I think I'd have figured out what diamonds look like and started searching in my backyard first, huh? Al Haft died looking for what he had in his own backyard. His own backyard. Everything he died for ultimately was in his own backyard. But he hadn't taken the time to look there first. And so many of us do that. It's always, as Irma Bombeck said, the grass is always greener over the septic tank. Look where you're at right now and make the choices that will change tomorrow for you today. On the next episode of A Couple of Minutes with Clint, we're going to do the follow-up story to this, how this story moved into the 21st century and how this story has changed the lives of tens of thousands of people over the last 100 years. Have a great day and keep living the dream.